Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the session on front office management. This session is done by B. Selvamurugan, Assistant Professor, Department of English, JJ College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Pudukottai. Right. On this session, we have gone discuss about the duties of a front office staff. Duties of the front office personnel. What are the duties the front office personnel have and what are the duties they have to learn? Let us move on to the topic. Right. The front office is the reception and public relations section of the hospitality establishments. As per already know, the front office is the area in hotel which gives the first and best impression to the guests. The basic functions of the front office includes to sell rooms, to reserve rooms for guests before the arrival, to register the guests, to assign rooms, to coordinate with other services. In such case, to sell the rooms are the first thing a front office person has to do, and then reserve rooms for the guests before their arrival. Before the arrival of the guests, the rooms have been reserved and listed on their concerning names, and then coordinating with the other services. Coordinate with the services and the hotel, right? Which means the front office has to coordinate with the other departments of the hotels in such a way. So we have the front office has to do the thing in a correct manner. Then to provide in-house and external information, to maintain accurate room status information, to maintain account of due from guests and settle the bills. These are the works the front office personnel have to do in primary sense. Then the sell rooms, to sell rooms. Rooms in a hotel are not meant to be idle. The front office should optimize room utilization and thereby earn revenue. Right? They should keep room status updated through a close watch over occupancy and reservations. When guests come in for rooms, the front office executive should allot suitable rooms depending on the number of members and paying capacity. Then he should also keep in mind the rules and relations of the hotel regarding tariff and the number of guests per room. In such a way, the pay and tariff and number of persons of accommodation is based on the hotels. A front office personnel has to remember all these things and he has to convey such things to the guest. Right. This was the prime work of the front office professional, and in such a way to sell rooms is the thing which makes earning revenue to the hotels. Then reservations. The front office personnel attends to advance booking of rooms to the guests have planned the tour. They go for advance booking accommodation and transport. The front office personnel attends to such reservation of accommodation and get the particulars from the guest, and it should be entered in the register and further room allotment is made, and it should be made with avoiding the clash and controversies in reservation. It is the duty of the front office personnel to do such thing, right? Then registration. It is the duty of the front office executive to register the guests who are to stay in the hotel. The guest who is the leader of the party has to enter details like name and address, occupation, purpose of visit, probable days of stay, number of days of stay, the number of members in the party, etc. in a separate register. In such case, if there were members or group of people have to accommodate the room, a member from that group or else he may be a leader or a person who leads the group has to give the details of his own self like name, address, occupation and the purpose of visit and probable days of stay and number of days of stay, the number of members going to accommodate, and then the number of members going to accommodate the room in a separate register. Details are regarding room allotted and advance received are entered by the front office personnel. These details are necessary for business and legal purposes. In such case, those fundamental and basic details are necessary for the business of the hotel and for the legal purposes. Right. Then to assign rooms. To assigning the rooms and allot rooms for the guest is the most important thing a front office personnel has to do. Rooms are assigned to guests by the front office personnel, keeping in a view the room status. Right? Vacancy and occupancy position and the state of reservation has to be in fingertip of a front office professional. The front office executive explains the facilities available and the tariff and allots the room and additional amenities if needed based on the regulation of the hotel and the needs and paying capacity of the guests. So in such a way, the front office personnel had to explain the tariff and the room's basic needs and what are the amenities the guests have to pay. Right. In such a way, it has to be in the capacity of the guest. Then coordination with the other sections. For the guests in the hotel, the front office is point of first contact. They approach other sections only through the front office. Right. Guests may seek room service of food articles and beverages, or they may have some complaints about non-functioning of electrical and sanitary fittings. All these works have done by separate departments in the hotel. The work or the action of the front office needed here is simply coordination. The front office is the area which coordinate all other departments in the hotel. Right. If a guest needs something, he or she could simply approach the front office. Right. So it is a duty of the front office personnel to do such things and satisfy the guests. They contact the front office on all these factors. It is the responsibility of front office professional to see the expectations of the guest are met. He should contact the concerned section and make sure that the section required services rendered. This requires patience and management skills and a concern for providing effective service. All these deeds has requires patience and management skills and a concern for providing effective service. Right. Then providing information. The front office informs the guest about the facilities available in the hotel and their location. They also provide information about places of historical, cultural and entertainment value are available in and around the city. Travel and ticketing information and information about medical facility are also provided when needed. So the front office personnel have to be know all the details of the localites. Right. All the details of the localites. So then only he has to arrange such things, and they have to provide the information whatever the guest needs. Right. Then thus the front office take care of guests in all through the estate. It serves as the only section with the guests have direct contacts. Right. In such case, a guest may directly contact the front office for all his needs. So a front office personnel has to done his duty in such a way and be a representative of a hotel and do fulfill all the needs of the guests when it required. Right. Thank you all. Thank you for the patience and thank you for being in the session. Thank you.